Hello, everyone. This is my video essay on Cavetown's Cryptid. It's a song talking about transphobia and um how it impacts people every day and how it's on the rise right now. Um it's a lot different from a lot of the other essays that I saw the class give. A lot of them were on anti anti-US Iraq war in the early 2000s. So I kind of felt weird giving a essay that's completely different from the other classmates' essays. So yeah. The lyrics in Cavetown's
I
Cryptid
hope you
express
enjoy.
hatred and anger unlike anything I have seen in Cavetown's music. I've seen grief, sadness, joy, dread, dysphoria, peace, melancholy, sweetness, and nostalgia. Never in the history of his discography, other than Running with Scissors, have I seen anger. Period. So, as a fan, I find it perplexing that Robbie would write an angry song. Why would he call someone a bigot and talk about someone's felony? Why would he tell someone the freak is in the mirror? Why would he tell people flick that thumb? Scroll away, leave me alone. All I saw was the good things people were saying on YouTube about Robbie's music. People saying he had saved their lives, gotten them through their hardest times, let them know they were not alone in their sadness. He saved my life too. His words were nothing but compassionate. You're allowed to exist with all your unhappy thoughts. They're allowed. You're welcome here. If no one will be your friend, if you have nowhere to call home, my music can be a home for you. This became a part of my personal philosophy. Your feelings are always allowed to exist. In the words of Cavetown, when you're stressed, when you're angry, when you're happy, when you're fine, it's okay. Yeah, I don't mind. The song, this song, Cryptid, was my first realization that there were other people, not so nice people, that affect Robbie's life every day. The truth is, despite the fact that Robbie's music career isn't controversial, he is controversial, entirely on the basis that he is transgender. To the government, our identities, whether it's our race, gender, disability, or sexuality, are still being debated and legislated about by people who will never understand or represent us. To many, our identities are just political, a way to in-group and out-group us. This leaves ordinary people who are of racial minority, queer, or disabled in a rather precarious situation. People love to make social commentary attacking them, generalizing, and categorizing them to the extent that they politicize the existence of people who do not want to express their identity politically. For example, if an autistic person is seen wearing headphones as a sensory aid and stimming on the internet, it may spark a political discussion about whether work accommodations should be allowed, despite the fact that the person was merely being themselves online. I'm not your business, Robbie asserts within the lyrics. This particular song uses cryptid imagery as an allegory for the harassment transgender people experience on a daily basis. In an interview about the music video, Robbie discusses the visual language that the video used. He collaborated with an artist named Eden Milley, who directed the video. The video depicts ordinary people who have large antlers and live in the sewers. The headline on the TV are the same as the headlines about transgender people, such as cryptids in women's sports. There is then a video captured by a cryptid shown on the TV. It looks as though it was filmed and broadcasted non-consensually. There is a aspect of the movement that appears like an animal, and it reads, "Spotted before today's cryptid uprising." When the cryptids go up into the world to go to the cafe, they are snickered at, made comments about, and photographed. The uprising is simply the cryptids walking on the street together in a crowd, nothing else. Now, when the cryptid woman was photographed, she did smash the sundae of the man photographing her, but that harm can be reversed. The harm of photographing a person and posting them online cannot. So, I did not support that claim that the woman's harm can be reversed, but the man's cannot. I'd like to now. So, how do we reverse the harm of throwing a man's sundae to the floor? Okay, so we have to clean up the glass and all the harm that caused. And we have to replace the cup. We need a new cup. And we also need a new sundae for the man. And then he's good, right? Hopefully he can walk out safely and nothing's gonna happen to him outside of the coffee shop. So when the cryptid woman is posted on social media, that follows her. However many people saw her on social media, they can probably turn back to that any moment in time and look at that photo again, place a comment again, share it with more people, show everyone what happened. See, that man is actually kind of placed in a position of privilege when when his sundae is smashed, because he can go around saying, "Oh yeah, this weird woman, this like weird cryptid lady smashed my sundae," and it like very shitty, like very shitty behavior, and he can go around doing that, and all that does is like, I don't know, it can be used to serve him, honestly. A picture on social media also can only be used to serve him. Also only serves him and only harms the woman. He can get another sundae, you know what I mean? Many people insisted that the cryptid should kill the hunters, but Robbie rejected this notion. If the cryptids rose up against the hunters with violence, this gives the impression that the cryptids really are violent and really are a threat to society. The message of this song and video is that cryptids should have the right to exist, like any other person. Cryptids are not trying to take over. They're just trying to take up the same amount of space as a non-cryptid. Their identity is not meant to be a controversy. It isn't meant to be anything. Cryptids are simply cryptids, just like trans people are simply transgender. Just like Robbie has shown me every feeling is allowed to exist, every person should be allowed to exist too. If you don't like our antlers, that's fine. Nobody said that you have to like the antlers. Nobody said you have to like the fact that people are trans sometimes. But please don't be the spectacle. Please don't be the type of person that makes us into a spectacle and joke. Cryptids have antlers. Trans people exist. If you don't want to see it, it's very easy to look away. Though it is possible to get more people to hate, it's impossible to make someone stop being trans. It's even easier to address your own biases, to ask yourself what inside you makes you hate, and how your hate really affects this world. Hate can never get rid of the cryptids. It only creates afraid cryptids that hide in the sewers or cut off their antlers. So, are you going to support us, or are you going to leave us alone? If you don't support us, the best way to make that statement is to leave us alone. Because we're going to have antlers whether we cut them off or not. Showing people that they're disgusting does one thing. It spreads hate and harm. And we are not trying to make you do anything. We're trying to coexist in this world because this world is a home for everyone, regardless of race, religion, sex, disability, neurotype, political, or gender identity. Yeah, I just want that message to be out there for everyone, and everyone's allowed to be in this space. Everyone's allowed to ask questions. Everyone's allowed to make corrections to me. But no one's allowed to hate on anyone. That's not what we're doing here. We're not here to hate. There's only one person that gets hate here on my channel, and that is my crazy ex. If you see him, report him, because he will be saying some crazy ass shit if he finds out about this. And yeah, anyways, but anyone else, as long as they're not a hater, just just be respectful, okay? And if they are a hater, just report them like my crazy ex. Don't engage with them. And that, okay, that's the end. I'm sorry about the crazy ex part. Anyways, bye. I'm a little more worth it, and that's the things I don't want to go to heaven because that makes God a dick.